That's better. It won't fall out in it. I know it's not, will it? You may notice something different about me today. That's right. 5,000 subscribers! What's up, guys? Parks Plumbing. Just want to give a big, disgusting plumber thumbs up to everybody who subscribed. 5,000 subscribers. I'm over the moon. We did it. Thank you very much. Dreams being realised. Now we need 10,000.
You cheeky bastard.
What we've got coming up this week, we've got a couple of jobs, fault finding. So I thought we'd do a bit of fault finding this time, get the multimeter out, have a look what's going off, and also take the components to the back of the van and strip them down. Let's have a look at them really. If you're ready, smash the like button and let's get straight into it. Yep. Right, call to this Worcester green steel 25i. Nothing happening. So I just isolated there. But £200 cash prize. And tell me what's wrong with it. Look at that. Melted. Marshmallow man. So I'm going to do, it's an easy swap, I'll get it whipped out, put a new one on, and then what I'll do is I'll, in true educator style, take it to the van and show you how to test it, but I'm not going to test it now, it's pretty obvious what's wrong with it. Alright, so I'm just going to get on with that. New one. Another one's on the top. Don't get a new yellow O-ring, which is pretty crap really, but whatever. Okay, that's the new one in. State of that. Melted. So I'll take that with me. I'll show you how to test it back at the van. I'm going to get my analyzer out now, make sure that it's burning correctly. See if it needs setting up or not. I doubt it. It should be alright, but yeah, quite a simple job though, not very easy to diagnose because it was toasted like marshmallow.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Alright, on to the next one. Right, here she blows. So, like I say, when I was on the job, I didn't need the multimeter to tell me what was wrong with that. You know, pretty obvious. So, let's get multimeter out. Right, so we've got this multimeter set up onto ohms, your leads. So what we want to do first, check these two solenoids in this. Alright, so it's obvious that the top one's gone. So to check the top one, you need to put your pins, you need to put your leads between 1 and 3. So when it's facing the right way up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so top one and then third one. As you can see there, oh well, so dead. So there's nothing can get through it because it's burnt out. Alright, so obvious. So what you're looking for in this solenoid is around 6,000 ohms plus or minus 10%. Oops. So right here, obviously you've got OL, no ding, alright, because it's burnt out. Right, so that's the top solenoid. Bottom solenoid, if you go between the 3rd pin and the 4th pin, That's testing the bottom solenoid. You can see there we've got a reading. So that is 852. Okay. So what you're looking at normally be around 900 plus or minus 10%. So that would fall in between it then. So that's probably okay, that bottom solenoid. Alright, but obviously it's not going to go without the both of them working. So that's just quickly. So that's just quickly how to test the gas valve on the iJunior. Right, this one was a bit of an afterthought, so excuse me. So I've come to this, so no power on the display. So what's happening is, I've already done the diagnosis, but it's the pump. So the pump is blowing the fuse in the boiler. So if you don't know how to test a fuse, that's the fast blow there. Take it out. That's a bit of coffee there. Multimeter or a voltage continuity tester, whatever you want to use. Both ends on there. Dead. So you'd expect it to beep because it'd take the current straight through. That's it when I touch it on there. Okay. So what's happening is the windings of this pump are bust. So what's happening? So when it's calling to the pump, it's just short circuiting, coming back and blowing the fuse. There must be, I think there's a leak, or was a leak somewhere that's blown the pump in the first. But the best way to test these, we'll take the pump in the van after, and I'll show you how to test it electrically. But the quickest way is just to establish that you've got power. So 230 coming in from the live neutral earth. Put a new fuse in. We will in a minute. Leave it out for a minute because I need to change the fuse anyway. So the thing that's blowing, it's a system this one, so there's not much in it. So the things that are going to blow this board, generally, you find a fan or a pump. So what I'd do is I'd remove the power to the pump, turn the boiler back on, the display will come on, it'll warm up. It won't fire because it needs the pump to fire. But then that's how you're going to find out, that's how I find out anyway, how components, a quick way of finding out if components are blowing fuses or not. So I always start with pump. Just take them out. Make sure you've got a few fuses on van. You do have a few spare fuses here anyway. Not at the moment. But yeah, just sort of go through that. But we'll get the pump in the van after, and we'll go through why it's blowing these fuses. So for now, I'm going to have to change this little boiler for a bit. Oh, what a pain that turned out to be. So that was in, but then afterwards, I'm just going to put that back in. But then two are leaking too, so drained down about 3 times. Anyway, that's done. So let's go to the van and I'll show you why it's gone down. Right then, so let's go through why they think this pump died on the valence. So obviously we've done his checks with the fuse, which I did on site. So it looks like we've got some kind of water damage. That's the bottom of the pump there, so that's first thing, that's the first point of interest in it that we're looking at. More water damage on this side too. But yeah, that's the most concerning. So what I'll do first, let's get the multimeter between the 2 pins. So what I were always taught is less than 100 ohms, replace. So to test the capacitor, you need the correct tools, and my multimeter does not have the correct settings to check the capacitor. But you know, water damage in this pump, blowing fuses. You know, we've got resistance, but it's not massive. It's probably going to be the capacitor that's gone in there. So diagnosis is really that it got wet. I wish I might just get the Fluke, you know, the multimeter to test these. I'd never really test them, to be honest. I can tell when the pump's gone. But yeah, it's got wet. It's dripped in. The expansion vessel were ruptured. It's dripped down. It's blown this pump, which will blow fuses. So that's the diagnosis for that one. Good. Whoa. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. I don't want to get it too educational, the channel. You know, there's plenty of other channels for that. You know, I try to keep it sort of real, entertaining-ish. But yeah, if you like the fault finding videos, leave a comment below, and I'll see if I can get some more out to you. Alright. So with that being said, catch you next week. I'm going to go hit some deadlifts, some henge. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram @ParksPlumbing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot.
You cheeky bastard.